craziest coincidence that happened to you? One of the craziest coincidences I've ever experienced involves my parents. Growing up, they'd always joke about their fated love story, but it wasn't until recently that I learned just how wild it actually was. Back in the early 2000s, my mom, Marina, was living in Mexico, and my dad, Carlos, was living in the US. They met for the first time on a vacation trip to Cancun, where they were staying at the same resort. The connection was instant. They spent the whole week talking, dancing, and bonding like they'd known each other forever. But after the trip, life got in the way. My mom went back home, and my dad went back to the States. They didn't exchange numbers. This was before social media, so staying in touch wasn't as easy, and both figured they'd never see each other again. Fast forward 5 years. My mom moved to the US for work and settled in a city she picked completely at random, one she thought had job opportunities and good weather. On her first weekend there, she decided to explore the downtown area. She walked into a coffee shop, and who was standing in line right in front of her? My dad. They both recognized each other immediately, and the rest is history. They like to joke that the universe refused to let them miss out on their meant-to-be moment. Here's the kicker. When they started dating, they learned that my dad's parents had also moved to Mexico for a few years when he was a kid. Not only did they live in the same town my mom grew up in, but they lived just a few streets away. There's even a picture of my mom at a neighborhood party as a little girl, and my dad is standing in the background, holding his mom's hand. Even now, they always say fate was determined to bring them together. It's insane to think about how they crossed paths in Mexico as kids.